Hello everybody, welcome back to This Day in 2026. It's our first show back. It's January 3rd. I'm Michael Taylor, glad to be here with you. Happy New Year to all. And some things never change. It's Saturday, so I'm at the desk, so let's get on with it. All right, today we had a special show for you. Paul Ortiz is going to be in. He's going to be talking to the folks from the grand jury recruitment, Judge Sheila Hansen and Doug Gillen, talking about what the service is like, what the responsibilities are, the time commitments, and all sorts of things. If you're interested in serving on the grand jury for Orange County, they make really important, huge decisions, not just on criminal cases, but also studies in different departments and things like that for efficiency. So if you're interested in that, that might be something you want to stay tuned for. And then later in the program, pickleball, me versus Bree. Who will win? Put your bets on now. What's the over-under on the score? I don't know how that works. And that's a fun segment we did recently out in the field over at the pickleball courts by the golf course. That was a lot of fun. All right, folks, stay informed. We got some important stuff for you here. Your trash. What goes in each trash bin? It can be confusing sometimes. Even I don't always know. It's like, hey, is this recycling? Like, for instance, organics, in garden trimmings. Can I put all that stuff in the same thing? Can tree branches go in my organics thing? And what are organics exactly 100%? So I get it, bulky items, so what do we do with those? So if you've got questions about what exactly goes in recycling and goes in all of the different bins, you can contact the folks over at CR&R. They have the phone number on the screen as well as the email address right there. So make sure you reach out to them and they'll give you all the information. They also have downloadable PDFs for you to take a look at as well. It kind of breaks down all the information about that. So there you go, how to separate your trash properly right here in the village. Let's take a check of our weather forecast, and we got some great temperatures after all the rains are now finally over with. We're going to have some nice temperatures, mid-60s, low to mid-60s, and we do have another chance of rain coming up later in the week. So enjoy the dry out period that we're going to have for now, for a little while with temperatures in the 60s, because there is going to be more rain in the forecast, unfortunately for all of us. But we'll enjoy some nice sunny or partly sunny days for a little while. Let's take a look at our sunrise, sunset, and this is a beautiful up in the mountain here shot of Jericho, Colombia. And this photo is taken by Dennis Harper. Thank you very much, Dennis. It looks like an amazing trip. Sunrise this morning was 6:55. Sunset tonight is going to be 4:55. If you have a picture you'd like to send us, we got that one from Jericho there. We'd love to see them. Make sure you include your name in the picture, where you took it, and email us those photos at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure they are horizontal so we can fit them on our screen. All right, folks, when we come back, we'll be talking to Paul. We'll be here actually talking to the folks about grand jury recruitment. Stay with us.
When it comes to life's most important medical challenges, where do you go? Welcome to the Hoag Institutes. Our patient-centered approach to care is rooted in clinical excellence and guided by world-class teams. Unparalleled expertise, world-class care, all within the Hoag Institutes, right here in OC.
Your face tells a story. Is it telling the one that reflects your vitality, youth, and energy? At Orange County Plastic Surgery, Dr. Uris Bunkus and Dr. Deborah Ekstrom bring a combined 80 years of expertise to your cosmetic consultation. We offer a full array of procedures for every need and budget, with financing options available to put your plan within reach. Located in Newport Beach, make an appointment so you can put your face forward with confidence. Call now for a free consultation with one of the OC's best plastic surgeons to help you look and feel better.
Caring Senior Service provides a variety of care services to help seniors age in place. We follow the mantra, when family can't be there, we can. We started our business almost 30 years ago because we realized that seniors in these situations still need loving care. To learn more about how we can help your family, contact us today.
Well, have you ever wondered what it took to be on the Orange County Grand Jury? Well, we're going to learn about that today, and we have a couple of people that are joining us today Now, Sheila Hansen, right, you're the assistant presiding judge,
Correct.
which sounds really interesting. And Dan, I'm sorry, what was your last name again?
Doug Gillen.
Doug Gillen, there you go. Thank you so much for joining us today on the program. We appreciate it. So, first of all, let's talk about the grand jury. Why is it so important to our county? And then we'll get into, some of the recruiting processes and what's, why it's so important to all of us.
So the Orange County Grand Jury is really the public watchdog of all of our local government. We bring together 19 citizens who are the eyes and ears of our community, and they have an opportunity and obligation to investigate and look at the operation of local government, whether it be county, city, or public agencies, and make sure that they are operating ethically, efficiently, and ensure good government. That's the primary function of the grand jury.
Yeah.
There's also a second function. They act as a criminal grand jury for a smaller portion of the time. And in that role, they listen to evidence that's presented usually by the Orange County District Attorney's Office in cases in which they seek to charge someone with a felony crime.
Okay.
They present the evidence to the grand jury, and the grand jury listens to the evidence and decides if there's enough evidence to demonstrate there's probable cause to believe a crime was committed and the person they want to charge is guilty of that. And if so, they return an indictment. So really important.
Yeah, so especially that part, because it's the felony, I want to say it's a felony process. So these are like really serious crimes that have been committed, and then they actually get the whole process going if they feel that it needs to move forward, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, so that's really important. So you were a part of the grand jury, I assume?
I've served on 3 previous
Really?
grand juries.
Wow.
2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and during the pandemic, 2021.
Wow.
So we were the only grand jury that particular year that met in person.
And why did you find it so interesting that you had to keep, signing up once again?
I like the aspect of being able to find ways to improve the county, to make sure that our tax dollars are being spent wisely, and also that aspect of accountability. Sometimes people look at what's going on and they go, who's minding the store?
Right.
Well, that's our job.
Exactly. Now, you, as the presiding judge, what is your role, as you start to, assist the actual 19 members during this process?
Well, we handle and assist with the recruitment of the grand jurors, and then after an individual applies for the grand jury, we put together panels of Superior Court judges that interview each of the candidates.
Right.
And then we put together a slate of individuals, a certain number from each of the supervisorial districts,
Okay.
and we put it to a vote of the entire Orange County Superior Court judge.
So what are you really looking for? What really sticks out when you're looking at a volunteer that wants to help in this process?
Well, first and foremost, we're looking with someone who wants to serve their community.
Right.
We want to make sure they've got good judgment, they could work well with others, that they're not coming to the grand jury with any type of an agenda, but rather they are interested in good government, they want to work with each other. The requirements to be on the grand jury are that they are a U.S. citizen, they're at least 18 years old, they've lived in the county for at least a year. And so we're looking for people who are willing to work together and
That's
have
the
good
most
judgment.
important thing, right?
Right.
So have you found certain years where, have a lot of people from the northern part of the county, volunteer, and then maybe some years you might have, kind of more in the southern part of the county, but you're trying to balance that out throughout.
We do try to balance. We want to make sure we have grand jurors who live in all areas of our community, so we have a nice, diverse geographical background, and then we are looking for people from all walks of life. There is no magic experience. You don't have to have a degree or a special kind of job. We have retired individuals from professional roles. We have stay-at-home moms. We have all sorts of type of people.
Right. Now, when you served with those 3 different juries,
Right.
I guess, how different were they from one year to the other? Did you find like, oh, that one year was it 2016? I really enjoyed that. And sometimes, anytime we're with a large group and we're all trying to, solve an issue or whatever it might be, there's always challenges that go on. So are there any that really stick out in your mind during those times?
Well, the graphic that's behind you right now is interesting because that happens to have photos on it from the 2018-2019 grand jury.
Right.
And so we've got pictures there from our own tours of the Orange County Fire Authority, the Water District, and the Sanitation District. Very interesting. I think the 2016-17 was my first, so it's like, okay, I've never done this before. The other two were, you build a camaraderie among the people. I'm still in contact with people that I worked with, 9 years ago. So it's you build kind of a micro community, and that's for me is the interesting part about it.
Right, and because you had already served a year prior, maybe, or do you become the foreperson, or would you kind of elect that person, and how does that happen?
I didn't want that position.
So when you're selected to be on the grand jury, then you could apply to be the foreperson. And myself, the assistant, the presiding judge, and other, and
so out
prior
of
grand jurors interview
19,
them.
you might have 4 people that want to say, I want to be the
Correct.
foreperson, and you all kind of decide on that, and hopefully they're okay with it, right? And
They
still
are.
want to continue, right?
They are.
So what would it take for someone to be a part of this process? What is the recruiting process? Is there a time limit? Are they going to get paid for all this, volunteer time that they're doing?
So the time to apply is now,
Okay.
and they can submit their application through January 16th of 2026. They could go on the grand jury's webpage at www.ocgrandjury.org
Okay.
to apply. They do receive small payment for their commitment. They receive from the county $50 a day, and they also receive mileage. So
Okay,
they
great.
do receive some compensation.
Right, and then, it's just nearby in Santa Ana?
It is
down
in
at the
Santa
courthourhouse?
Ana.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like this is worthwhile. You actually have done it 3 times. Are you going to do it another year at some point, depending on your schedule? Maybe?
I have a wife. I want to keep it that way.
You have a wife and a life.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's so important that we start to pull people from the county. And
is.
for a lot of our, residents in our community, they're retired. And, they're just, it's not a huge commitment, but there is a commitment when it comes to this. And then there's a responsibility to actually look at the evidence and determine if they move forward or not. So some of our residents here, maybe want to take a break from playing golf and pickleball or whatever it might be, and, help be a part of this process, because it's so important to our judicial system here in the county. Well, thanks so much for joining us on the
Thank you,
program.
Paul.
We appreciate
Thank you.
it. Great work that you all are doing, and good luck to you the rest of the year.
Thank you.
You bet.
When it comes to protecting your vision from glaucoma, early intervention makes all the difference.
By using proactive steps through interventional glaucoma, we preserve your vision.
With cutting-edge technology and compassionate care,
We're changing how glaucoma is treated.
one patient at a time. As interventional glaucoma specialists, we're not just managing glaucoma, we're redefining it.
Harvard Eye Associates.
The future of vision today.
Well, here we are at the pickleball courts. We have Bree, who's a beginner. I'm a beginner-ish. And of course, we have Cheryl, who's an
My
expert.
second time playing.
We have an invite down here. We're going to try to play some pickleball. We're going to see how we do. No money on it, that it's official, but there's some serious betting going on between Bree and I. So we'll see how it works out.
Four, 1-1. Nice.
Yours.
wasn't close enough.
That's the low. I hit the low ones. They don't come up.
511.
Oh.
Nice one. Okay, Michael, it's you.
There's a good chance that was a good shot. 512.
Ah, Michael!
I was trying to do this song.
TJ got it.
It's an ace.
You're in the
They
front
call
now.
that an ace in the
You're
game.
in the front.
Right?
612.
612. Oh.
I'm sorry
your
I
partner.
stuck you with him.
That's your partner.
No, don't worry.
712.
Why am I putting it in the
I was
net?
there.
Following through.
I was all over that anyway.
Follow
Either
through.
way, you weren't going to get that. 812.
Nice.
I was going to slam it. I should have slammed it. I should have slammed it.
Should have, could have, would have, doesn't work.
181.
Oh, nice serve.
Ha!
Yes! Somehow she cheated. I don't know how she cheated, but she cheated.
Did not cheat. 281. No idea what that means, but I'll go with it.
Okay. Yours. Oh,
Ah.
We put the spin on that. Nice.
Good job. 381. Oh.
Ooh.
nice. Beautiful. That
I was
is
taking a
called a
break. I was
perfect
on
return.
break. That's
Right
the
in the
union
middle.
break.
Well, why didn't either of them go for it?
Because each one thought the other one is going for
Ah, so you
What's
got
the score?
3.
832.
He broke his serve. Nice
You might have
try.
broke my serve. There's
Nice
a chance
try.
you broke my serve. I want to see a replay.
it. Nice serve.
Nice.
Good play.
That was great.
481.
Bring the heat. Is that backspin? Just has to get over the net, then that really would have worked.
581. Look at you trying to be intimidating.
She can't.
Woo!
Ah,
My partner did all that, by the way. Ooh, that's a great serve. Out. Replay. Is there a replay? Look at this putting a spin on these things.
Nice. Good job.
out.
Out. And so, how many
Good
points
miss.
does the game go to?
That's a good miss.
851.
Ooh, slamming.
Nice. Go.
Oh, sorry.
No, no,
My
no.
bad. My bad.
No.
That's out.
Out. It's 10-8.
When did you get 8?
When did that happen?
Ah.
You were smoking there for
When
a
I
minute.
started
Who's in
playing.
authority? Oh shoot! I should have hit that.
Nice. Michael's here.
Ah, game.
Game. Yay! Aw,
There we go.
that
Hey,
was fun.
we gave them run for the money.
That was great.
They thought, oh, they were 0-8, they'll do this.
All right, there we go. I think
So much fun.
yeah, you know, I won and Bree didn't win. Is that how we're saying that?
By like 1 point.
By like 1 point. It was close. It was close.
You had a great team partner, though.
I did.
Cheryl, thank you so much for joining us today and giving me my second lesson.
I was happy to have you guys come and play with me.
It's wonderful. Tell our viewers, how how do people get involved in the pickleball games? I mean, there's a lot of courts here.
For people who have never played before, we have an introduction to pickleball.
Wonderful.
Where people
I'll be
can
taking
come.
that class.
Yes. And then if you join our club, we have a beginner's pickleball where you actually get lessons, learn how to really play pickleball for beginners. So then you just sign up on our website, www.lagunawoodspickleball.com.
Fantastic. And so tell us, what does it take to actually become a member of Laguna Woods Pickleball?
You just sign up on our website and pay our dues. I can't remember whether it's $20 or $25, and that's it, and you become a member. Yeah.
And so do you have to reserve the courts, or can members just walk on?
That's the only way to do it. We have a program called Brad's Boxes, where there's a big whiteboard, and you sign up. 4 people have to sign up in order to come on. You wait your turn, because there are a lot of people who sign up before and after you, and when it's your turn, you cross your name off and go on. When the orange flag is up, that's when all the courts are full, and you really do have to wait and play by Brad's Boxes.
I see. Okay. So you've been out here since 7:30 this morning.
Yes.
What is the, I'm going to call it addiction to this sport, because it's taken the country by storm. Everybody wants to play. Apparently a little black dog named Pickle started this whole phenomenon.
Right.
It's been an amazing sport to watch evolve.
It's great. I started, I guess, 10 years ago. My neighbors were the original members of the pickleball club, and they said, you have to join. And what was really wonderful for me was I didn't know anybody, and it was very social. We'd all meet. At that time we were playing indoors, and we'd just sit around waiting for our time to go on the court. So you'd meet new people, have a time to interact. And now that we have more courts, which aren't enough, we have a social area. So when you're waiting for a court, you can hang out with people. So it's a real social sport. It's an easy sport to get into.
And that's the shaded area.
That's the
over
shaded
here.
area, yeah. I mean, you've only had one lesson before, and look, you were almost a pro.
Almost.
You served the ball, you got into it, and it's easy to get into it.
So that makes me realize why there's so many people who love the sport.
Right.
Because you can pick it up pretty easily, especially if you're a previous tennis player.
Right, and the serve is much easier than tennis. For me, it was much easier.
I had to get used to the short racket.
Smallness, right?
That's the only
But
challenge.
other than that, did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Cheryl, and we won.
Wow.
So we're going to throw it back to the studio to I don't know who, because we're both here. But the only thing we didn't have time for was the trophy ceremony. So there you go. We ran out of time. Otherwise, it would have been really great.
I'm glad for that.
Thanks for watching.
I would have
Thank
gone
you,
home
Cheryl.
without one.
Do you suffer from low back pain? Hoag Orthopedic Institute is the #1 provider of orthopedic and spine care in Orange County. Our Back to You program is a unique, non-operative, evidence-based approach to treating low back pain. Our spine strengthening program combines physical therapy with education on pain and nutrition. Let Hoag Orthopedic Institute's Back to You program get you back to doing what you love. For more information, visit hoiexperts.com/spine or call 855-999-4641 to find a doctor.
For over 20 years, Orange County has taken its unwanted gold, jewelry, timepieces, sterling silver, and coins to the Jewelry Box estate buyers and always received top dollar. Come see why for over 2 decades, Orange County has relied on the Jewelry Box estate buyers.
We're Denise and Ann with Legacy Arrangements.
We help families plan ahead for future funeral and cremation pre-arrangements. We represent over 70 mortuaries in the Southern California area.
We know these conversations aren't always easy, but we understand how truly important they really are. We are dedicated to making an uncomfortable conversation as comfortable for you as possible.
By planning today, you're going to lock in today's cost, and you're going to let your family know your future wishes.
It's truly a gift you give your loved ones.
And welcome back, everybody. We've got some announcements to tell you about, and we got to start with a really good one. The Winter Village Bazaar is back in town. It's going to be on Saturday, January 31st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. over at Clubhouse 5 in the main lounge. If you've been there before, you know how excellent it is with all sorts of great crafts and creations for folks right here in the village and outside the village as well. People who want to sell their stuff, either new stuff or secondhand items, you have to register for that, and that's going to start at 8 a.m. on January 2nd. 7th via ActiveNet, so make sure you do that. It's $25 for a 1 8x10 indoor space. Space comes with an 8-foot table and 2 chairs. Vendors may set up their space from 8 to 9:30 a.m. Space is assigned by staff on arrival. No food provided or permitted to be sold. So get out there for that one. If you're going to be a vendor, make sure you do that on the 7th. And if you're just going to come to it, mark your calendar for January 31st. If you have more questions, go ahead and ask the folks over at Recreation. The number and email is at the bottom of the screen. And our next one up is another fun one. Share your Laguna Woods story. It's the generational thing that they're calling for all people who've been multi-generation in the woods here. They want to hear your story. The Thrive is collecting these stories, and they want to hear stories of like when you first came here, was it passed down to you? Do you remember visiting when you were a kid? Any kind of story of like the multi-generational families that have lived here in the village. The folks over at Thrive want to hear about the rich history of people who've lived here in Laguna Woods back even in the, leisure world days, right? So contact the folks over at Thrive. The email is at the bottom of the screen. thriveinthevillage@gmail.com, and let them know you have a story to share, and they're going to be collecting those stories. So there's a fun one as well. All right, we have one more announcement for you, and this is a great one. Anybody who's a fan of the Carol Burnett Show definitely knows who Vicki Lawrence is. And she calls this a two-women show because she's going to be reviving her character Mama from Mama's Family, and which originated on the Carol Burnett Show. It's going to be a great one. So she's going to be coming to the Performing Arts Center on Saturday, January 24th at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are on sale, and you don't want to miss this. She's a great singer. She's a great performer, great comedian. $35, $40, and $45 for those tickets. They are already on sale right now, so you can make sure to contact the box office, go online, and get those tickets. It should be a great show, the Vicki Lawrence Mama. And one more note on things that are coming up. Tonight's movie, the Saturday movie, it is Spinal Tap 2. Of course, director Rob Reiner, obviously his final film that he did. And Spinal Tap, the original, was his first film as a director, so amazing, kind of full circle. Pacific Financial Planners is bringing us this one. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. It's the band reuniting. The storyline is the band is reuniting after a 15-year break for one final concert. Of course, we get to catch up to the band 41 years later from the original mockumentary. I remember when that movie first came out, people didn't get it. They thought, is this a real band? This is the weirdest movie I've ever seen. I thought it was hilarious. It was really funny, especially, of course, the famous scene about turn that up to 11. Just one of the best. So make sure you see Spinal Tap 2, the sequel to the original mockumentary. It's going to be tonight, Saturday, 2 p.m. and at 6 p.m. Let's take a quick check of our weather before we head out. And we got some good temperatures. Now that the rain is, I'll take anything besides rain. I'm getting a little tired of all the rain we've had. It's been a little bit of a muck. So we got 3 or 4 days here of no rain, temperatures in the low to mid 60s. And then on Wednesday, the chance of rain starts sneaking back into the forecast for a couple days. So get out, enjoy the dry, enjoy the ability to drive around town without going through all the slush and the mud and the puddles. So we should have some good weather for a little while, and then Wednesday we are going to be back to the rain cycle. All right, folks, Monday on the program, we're going to be welcoming library folks, and wealth and health are going to be here too, talking about how you can have both of those things. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.